and welcome to our annuity storytelling series. This is session 5, and we're going to jump right on into it, all right? So you're going to have to really put your thinking caps on for this one, all right? So about a month ago, I had an existing client come in needing to do some life insurance for a very particular reason. And when we worked out all of the numbers and according to her budget needs, we realized that she was totally prepared to do a $12,000 a year premium. Okay. Now, there's a lot of life insurance benefits on the life insurance side, the way we design that product, that we're not going to talk about because we're talking about annuities. But this is just some background. So she's totally prepared to do a $12,000 a year premium on life insurance, okay? So if you think about that, after 10 years of spending $12,000 a year, you spent $120,000 on life insurance premiums. After 20 years, that's $240,000. 30 years out, you're at $360,000, right? Those numbers get up there, okay? So this, you're thinking, why in the world for life insurance? But let's keep in mind that this was for a very particular reason, and we actually made that life insurance policy design really sexy. So there's some additional benefits in there on the life insurance side. Maybe I'll come back in with that one in a future session for life insurance. Back to the annuity side. So she's already prepared in her mind to spend $360,000 over 30 years. So now here's the deal. With the annuity, you have your account value and you have your income-based value in some cases, right? So I have to educate her on the difference between those. Just know there's an account value and then there's an income-based value, where the income-based value is typically going to look more attractive than the account value. So for the sake of this strategy, we were talking about an annuity with an income-based value that has the ability or has historically or is designed to double that income-based value over a 10-year period. All right, stay with me. So remember, during the first 10 years, $120,000 into paying life insurance premiums, we are hoping to have an annuity that's been working for 10 years and that has now doubled, okay? So then the idea is, after the 10 years of that annuity, I call it cooking the annuity, right? It's simmering for 10 years. And it had the income-based value has doubled. Now we want to have the option to turn on income from that annuity. The idea is that we're going to now use the annuity to pay the life insurance premiums for the rest of her life. So based on what a lot of the income-based payout rates are now, which is the income that is paid off of these income-based values now, we're looking at about an annuity that's going to be able to offer a 6.5% payout 10 years out, okay? So we're looking for something that's going to pay 6.5% from the income-based values. That was the thing. We got to go find a life insurance company, an A-rated life insurance company that's going to be able to do that. So, of course, doing the basic math, we know that that income-based value is going to have to equal $200,000 if it's going to pay 6.5% out to be able to make the $12,000 a year life insurance premium. So, keeping it simple, and I'm honestly using fabricated numbers just to keep it simple for the storytelling series. These are not our exact numbers from the case, but we know that if we said we needed that income-based value to double and to get the $12,000 annual premium from for the life insurance premiums, then that figure is going to need to be, working backwards, $200,000. So today, where do you have $100,000 sitting, a certificate of deposit or some other financial vehicle that may have less benefits than what we can offer you in an annuity, because there are a lot of different benefits in annuities, including some estate values, features, okay? So again, knowing that income-based value is going to need to be $200,000 in order to pay out $12,000 a year, we know that today it's going to be $100,000 that we're going to need to put up into the annuity and start cooking in the annuity. So we're looking at the concluded math of why this made more sense than just paying $12,000 a year out of pocket for 30 years. After a total of 30 years, she would have spent $360,000. But by putting the annuity, the $100,000 into an annuity to cook for 10 years, basically putting that $100,000 to work specifically for this cause, she would have only had to spend out of pocket the $100,000 towards the annuity. Remember, this is still her money, and the $120,000 in the first 10 years. So that brings her total out-of-pocket cost to $240,000 after 30 years, as opposed to $360,000. Yeah, so $140,000 less. So she can put that $140,000 to work elsewhere. Now, this doesn't have to be for life insurance premiums. This is just, we used it for life insurance because we were trying to find a way to make this 30-year out-of-pocket expense a little less. You can use this strategy for anything you want to do where you're working a 10-year plan of paying out of pocket. So thank you again for joining us for session 5 of the Annuity Storytelling series. If you want to learn more about this strategy, please do contact me. I'd be more than happy to share the details with you, to do some numbers with you to see if it works or fits for you or anyone that you know. I said I'm back.